Hey guys, how's it going? ItZMuRdA here with a Friday episode of Current Events, but it's not Friday Night Ops tonight because of MLG Orlando, which we'll talk about a little bit. And there's a lot of stuff going on lately. So I guess let's get into it. There's even more things that I want to talk about that I'll probably reserve for another video next week. But first off, just a really brief apology for not having the stream up the last 2 days. It's really, really rare that there's 2 days in a row that I don't stream. I was at work late both days. One day I had to go out and get my mouse, which we'll talk about, which you see on screen right now, and got home late after that. The other day was a community clash that didn't happen, that I was supposed to cast, that I was still preparing for. So anyway, long story short, my apologies for that. I try to have the stream up every single day of the week, always, with very little exceptions, and sometimes one day I can't, or I can only do it for a couple hours, but it's pretty rare that I'm that busy, so I apologize for that. But with that being said, I will definitely be streaming tonight, plenty tomorrow, and the day after, all weekend long, as much as I possibly can. Finally got some free time, so I'm really looking forward to that. So be sure to hop on over to ItZMuRdA.com or twitch.tv/ItZMuRdA_TV. Come hang out. Hit that follow button. I really appreciate that, and we'll see you guys around there. So anyway, about that mouse, I tweeted this out last night when I was buying this from Best Buy. It's kind of dumb that it's just... It doesn't even say Naga 2014. It looks like the old one that you could buy 5 years ago. I don't know. Whatever. I thought that was a little weird. I thought they could have made it more apparent that it was a remodel of it or whatever, a new iteration of it. But anyway, as you guys know, I love the Naga. I'm not going to go into all of that in this video. There was a lot of going back and forth. I want to thank Imprecision for all of his ridiculous knowledge of mice. Pretty much any mouse that exists, he's probably had it and used it and knows everything good and bad about it. So it's kind of weird, but very invaluable. And I was considering going, away from the Naga to a G400S or something like that. Ultimately, I think the Naga still fits me better. And even though they market it to MMOs and whatnot, I think that it's really its strongest benefit for any game, FPS or otherwise, is being able to have enough binds on these keys and whatever other keys and buttons are available to you that you don't have to take your fingers off your WASD or your ESDF or whatever it is for your movement keys, so you can be strafing and moving and doing whatever with absolutely no sacrifice to reload, crouch, knife, throw a grenade, whatever, switch weapons while you're doing all of that, and you don't even for a split second have to lift a finger off of a strafe button or something like that. So I still really love it. A lot of the issues with older iterations of the Naga have been fixed or improved with regard to other things relating to the mouse hardware itself and sensors and so forth. So I'm pretty happy about it. It is a little bit going to be weird. I'm going to have to readjust for maybe a couple days. Probably by the end of the weekend I'll be super comfortable with it. But the new convex design for the buttons instead of the old concave design is a little bit weird, and the mechanical keys are a little bit weird. Probably both for the better, but still nonetheless, when you've been using a setup for 4 years, it's going to take some time to get used to something that's slightly different ergonomically or whatever. Hopefully all of this is coming through. I feel like the middle mouse for my push-to-talk is a little bit less sensitive anyway. But as far as other things that are happening, Halloween, there's it's coming soon in 2 weeks or whatever, and there's been a post that Maggie put up on the official forums. Wow, I'm hitting buttons and it's making me go back. Interesting. Creepy. Anyway, official forums, fall festivity depot items. You've seen some of them come into the game already a while ago. Some of them come in with the patch just recently. Some of them are still coming soon, quote unquote. Some of them will be added in the next couple of weeks, I would imagine. From hood ornaments to horns to camos. This just goes over a few of them. There's also a Reddit post that will let you listen to all of the horns and things like that. They're also in the game, though. I don't think you can buy them yet, but soon you'll be able to. I'm not sure right now what, if anything, will be limited time. I know for a fact some of these decals have been in for a while. I gotta unbind that. Anyway, but nonetheless, it's probably worth picking up some things, especially the limited time stuff. I'd actually like to find out some more about that, because every time there's a holiday or something like that, I like grabbing the limited time items like the flare gun and St. Patrick's Day stuff and Cinco de Mayo stuff that they've done and other things like that in the past. So If there's any of that, I'll probably snatch that up. Maybe some of these other things that are permanent additions as well. But keep a lookout for this. I'll make another post as it gets closer to Halloween, or rather another video, kind of going over everything that we have to expect from Halloween. Probably the specialty items, probably a sale, probably a double EXP, and so on and so forth. The optimization patch should be hitting right around the same time as well. Still scheduled for October 30th, last that we've heard, so that's only 12 days away, so it's really exciting. Hopefully we'll see it on test pretty soon also. Moving forward from that, starting, I don't know, a couple hours ago, the MLG Fall Invitational in Orlando at Full Sail University has been going on. It's primarily a Dota/Black Ops event. They're streaming lots of it at MLG TV or at the MajorLeagueGaming.com website. Not a lot, but a handful of PlanetSide folks are out there. Jax is out there, of course. Matt Higby and Leperza Maggie are out there, and they're going to be doing a special edition of the War Report, you know, some halftime show action, things like that. It sounds like it's going down tonight after the Dota matches, so I'm sure there will be info on the Twitters and in my stream when I'm streaming tonight that gives you all of the details on that, but be sure to tune into it if you're interested. Jax is also having this ridiculous Twitter follower battle with somebody who will remain nameless for Jax's sake. And as part of that, he's giving out station cash on his Twitter at that guy Jax pretty, you know, regularly. I think he's done like 2 or 3 of them already, and he's got plenty more. All you have to do is follow him and then retweet the tweets that he posts, you know, saying we're going to give out some station cash, whatever. So if you're interested in that, check that out. If you want to help him beat a colleague of his at Twitter follows, they've got like more than me already, man. Jax had like 100 followers the other day. Now he's got like more than me. So anyway, have some fun with that. Support Jax if you want, or just win some station cash if you don't want. But that's what's going on. Tune into MLG Orlando, and then don't forget Columbus is coming up the end of November. I'll be there. Some more PlanetSide folks will be there. Matt, Maggie, Clegg, Xander, I believe, is what it's scheduled for right now. There'll be an actual PlanetSide booth. It'll be a lot of fun, and more info to come on that as we get closer to it. There is also, tomorrow, the Watterson Collective event that's going on. If you guys are unfamiliar with this, as I was, or Spire turned me on to it the other day, and you can just go to WattersonCollective.com, and they do some cool stuff about once a month events and things like that. This talks about what it's going to look like tomorrow. Looks like it's pretty late, Saturday, October 19th at 2100 Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. It looks like signups and things like that for outfits have already ended, but you could still maybe get a host outfit. You can just come in as a solo player, even if you don't play on Watterson. I'll probably play on it a little bit tomorrow night and stream my portion of it, just kind of hanging out, having fun. There's like some objective waved-based, you know, objectives. I don't know what other word to use for it that they do with regard to the Waterson War Games, they're calling them. On Amerish it will be for tomorrow, so it should be fun. A lot of outfits come out and, you know, just kind of do their own like community run event. So I wanted to promote that and say that I'll probably also be streaming a little bit of it on a Watterson alt or anything. You guys are welcome to come hang out with me, or if you already play on Watterson, you know, tell your outfit, tell your friends, hop on, things like that. And the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as you guys probably already know, that it is in October. There's a lot of things going on. Maggie has her own like play for 25 hours marathon thing going on towards the end of the month. There's also this 24-hour charity play-a-thon that a handful of people have put together outfits. You know, they're doing like an all-female platoon. Magnum Stallion originally turned me on to it. This is like all of the info you could need on it. It's a lot of Connery outfits, I believe is where it's based. Boy, I gotta fix that, man. Anyway, if you're interested in that, that is October 26th and 27th. There's a chance at winning 12,000 station cash if you're participating, if you're streaming, things like that. I'm certainly not going to be able to do the entire 24-hour marathon due to work obligations and things like that, but I will participate at all and will help promote it as much as I can. So that's another thing that's coming up soon that you should keep an eye out for. Other than that, the only other thing, I briefly mentioned Community Clash earlier, because I was supposed to be on it this week, but they are taking a several-week break. This is their tweet the other day, to prepare a new format, you know, get things a little bit more organized and fun for everybody, both the participants and the viewers. You know, and do whatever we can. I'm actually gonna be part of a committee, if you will, helping to shape the future community clash. So if any of you guys have any ideas, feel free to comment with them. Obviously, you know, I can't promise that anything will be implemented, but I certainly will bring it up on your behalf. If you have a good idea, you know, throw it in the comments, send me a message or whatever. And we're looking to kind of shape this out into a more legit format with not so many loopholes or you know, not so susceptible to issues and things like that. And hopefully on SOE's end, there won't be nearly as many, you know, issues on the technical side of things. We'll get a private server set up for it and stuff like that. I should still be casting the next community clash, whether it's in 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, whenever it is, whenever it comes back. I should still be casting it with Derringer like I planned to do 2 nights ago. So I will give you guys more info on that. Be sure to tune into that. And they're also looking for guest casters and, you know, halftime guests and things like that. So if you're interested, contact PS2 Community Clash. If you know, like I said, if you think that you might like to be on the show when it comes back, or give any input or something like that, you can talk to them on Twitter. You can email them. I believe here it says during this program we're still looking for guest casters and special guests. You can email ps2comclash@gmail.com, work out the details. So if you are interested at all, feel free to hit them up. I'm sure that they, you know, appreciate any legitimate help that they can get. So that's pretty much it. There were a lot of things on schedule. Hopefully my 7 tabs here kept you more, you know, interested, immersed than just staring at 1 or 2 images the entire time. I'm going to go ahead and, even though I have essentially the same mouse upgraded, just be super meticulous about testing my my DPI and my sensor and things like that, and get my ruler out and do some measurements, make sure that I'm playing with what I'm used to, and then I'll have my stream up this evening, as well as all throughout the weekend. So again, head on over to ItZMuRdA.com or twitch.tv/ItZMuRdA_TV, and you guys have yourselves a great weekend. I will see you soon.